So this is an Asparagus racemosus. Some people say that it might be officinalis or something like that. I'm not sure. And to get into taxonomic names about these things sometimes can be a little taxing on the mind. Requires a very nerdy appreciation for these things. Well, in Indian tongue, we call it Shatavari. And it's less of a plant and more of a vine, structurally at least. The base initial one that was through which all of these, and they grow all over this entire colony where I live, the base initial one was brought by my grandfather. We had it in a small kiari for a long time. But then due to some construction work it got damaged. So we took some of those leftover parts of it and planted it in the soil here. And it took off. So this must be at least 15, 20 years old. 15 years old at the very least. And these are its seeds. And they're going to darken even more and become almost black, and that's when I will germinate them. So as I was saying, it's called Shatavari in India, and it's got a lot of medicine. By the way, Shatavari means she who possesses 100 husbands or something like that. I wonder why that is. So it's considered very, it's highly medicinal in Ayurveda. And both men and women can take it. And why they should take it is something that you should do a little bit of research on. Because I'm no expert, you know. And, oh, by the way, in Oriental medicine, Shatavari is considered to be the herb that induces lucid dreams. So when monks meditate for extended periods of time, they sometimes take Shatavari decoctions, let's say, to induce lucid dream. And that is fascinating, right? A herb that is able to induce lucid dream. Men should not take it in excess, but again, you know, just consult an Ayurvedic doctor before you do all of these things. So consult an expert. I'm only here to pass on the information, nothing else. So it has a cooling effect on the body, by the way. And the part that you use of Shatavari is not anywhere that you can see. It's actually inside the ground. It's the roots. The roots are very thick, tuberous. And the other ones that are then dried and ground into a powder or something like that and then used. And if you're going to use it in the Ayurvedic way, then you have to use it with some sort of a milk or ghee, fat decoction, something like that, because it binds to fat. Most Ayurvedic medicines are prescribed, let's say, to be taken with some sort of fat, because it's fat soluble, let's say, or it binds to fat to react. You could drink all the ashwagandha and all the shatavari with a glass of water. It's not going to show its effect unless you do it the way it's prescribed. This one might need a little help, but it doesn't need my help extensively. It's only going to move towards the sun. So I can just... It's going to go towards the sun anyway, and the sun rises from there and it moves. Long story short, so this beautiful Shatavari, very old,